Hi, so we have learned about the properties of similar figures. Let's learn some methods on identifying similar triangles. We know that similar triangles have corresponding sides. So one way to identify a pair of similar triangles is to look at the three pairs of corresponding sides. If the ratio of all three pairs of corresponding sides are equal, we know that they are similar. Since we are comparing the three corresponding sides, this method is called side-side-side or SSS. So, we already know one method of identifying similar triangles. But what if we only know the length of two of the corresponding sides? In this case, we can compare two sides and the angle to determine a pair of similar triangles. A pair of triangles will be similar if two of their corresponding sides have equal proportion and the angle between the two sides are equal. Remember that the angle compared must be between the two sides. Look at these two triangles. This method can only be used when we know two sides, say these two highlighted in red, and this angle, which is between the two sides. It is called side-angle-side, or SAS. The last method of identifying similar figures is by using two angles, also known as AA. If two pairs of corresponding angles in a pair of triangles are the same, then the triangles are also similar. We know this because if two angle pairs are the same, then the third angle pair must also be equal. So imagine three angles of the triangle floating around. If they are vertices of a triangle, they don't determine the size of the triangles by themselves because they can move closer or further away from each other. But when they move, the triangle they create always retains its shape. Thus, they always form similar triangles. So let's take a look at one example now. We have two triangles, and we would like to know if they are similar triangles. For the first triangle, we know two of its lengths, being 10 and 14, and the angle in between them is 60 degrees. For the second triangle, again we know two sides, 15 and 21, and the angle in between them is also 60 degrees. So look at the information we have. We know two sides and the angles in between. So we can use SAS to determine if they are similar triangles. If you calculate, you will realize that 10 divided by 15 is 14 divided by 21, which is 2/3. So we know that their corresponding sides are equal. Now look at the angles between the two sides. They are both 60 degrees. Thus, these two triangles are similar.